Getting African cichlids to colour up, the struggle is real. And this is one of the main reasons why people fall out of love with African cichlids. But the first thing about the colouring up process is making sure that they're a male. Obviously the females aren't going to colour up, so make sure you've got a male, which can easily be done through the venting process. Secondly, water changes really help. Just like I do here, I do 50% twice a week on these fry because I'm trying to grow them out as quick as you can. So if you can do that for juvenile cichlids, it's going to help out tremendously. Thirdly, and this is linked to the size of the African cichlid as well, but this is time, patience. Not all African cichlids are going to look like this guy straight when you bring them home. And this is also linked to the next point, which is allowing them to become comfortable in the tank and with the tank mates. A lot of these fish have just been shipped to the local fish store, or they've just been shipped to you via UPS and they don't know where the hell they are. This next point only applies if you're doing an African cichlid show tank, which the vast majority of us are, and that is there cannot be any females in the tank. If there is, that's going to cause the dominant male to go absolutely nuts and want to breed with a female, which is going to make every other fish in the tank coloured down. It will also increase the aggression in the tank tremendously, and you might notice that some of your cichlids in this case won't eat, which can lead to major health issues. The next point is making sure the tank's big enough. If it's not, then you're definitely going to run into some aggression issues. And when the smaller, less dominant fish are being chased, in a small tank they're not going to have the space to get away. And having just said that, I'd personally say that the minimum size tank for African cichlid peacocks is around 55 gallons. The next thing that helps young juvenile males colour up is actually separating them. I saw promise in that little sunshine peacock that you saw there, so I separated him, put him in a 29 gallon just by himself, and he really blossomed. I then reintroduced him back into the 75 gallon along with 2 or 3 others, and he kept his colour pretty well, as you can see there. This is obviously due to the fact that in the 29 by himself he was the most dominant fish in there, so he's kept the majority of his coloration since I reintroduced him. Another thing that can help cichlids colour up is actually the food that you feed them. Right now I'm doing a little experiment and I'm actually switching between New Life Spectrum, North Fin, Hikari and Cobalt colour flakes. And so far I've obviously found out that North Fin really helps in terms of the coloration and the fins of the fish, but the recently released Cobalt colour flakes have also been having a significant impact, and I've definitely noticed a difference in coloration, especially in my sunshine peacock, who only recently got reintroduced into the 75 after a time in the 29 gallon by himself. He lost pretty much no colour, which I'm really happy with, because usually in a tank by himself or in a breeder tank they will show better coloration, but he's lost very little, which I'm very happy about. Another one that's shown a lot of colour recently is the Taiwan Reef, who's a prime example of a time component. A lot of times with these Alunicara peacocks, you've just got to give them time, plenty of good food, plenty of water changes, and they'll come good. This was the case with the electric blue fryer eye that you see there. I had him for probably about a year and a half before he really started showing colour. I bought him as a silvery brownish fish, and my wife thought he was a female, turned out to be a stunning male, as you can see there. So the last thing that I believe can have an impact on cichlid coloration is not just the lighting, but the amount of time you have the lighting on. So right now I usually turn my lights on from about 7 PM as it starts to get dark up until about 11 or 12 PM, so they're not in light for too long. I do this because my African cichlids tend to be a lot more chilled out when the light's dim. As soon as I turn the light on, I can see that they all start getting more aggressive as they can see each other better. This, if you think about it, is going to massively contribute to the amount of aggression that you see in your tank on a daily basis. So there you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and join us next week for a brand new video. Thanks for watching.